In the dry heat of the wilderness, under the shadow of Mount Sinai, the tribes of Israel stirred with expectation, rebellion, and revelation. Among the sons of Levi, a family bore both honor and a heavy burden, Korah and his household. And within that lineage lived Assir, his son, whose name meant captive, though his life would come to represent both the cost of pride and the mercy of God. Assir was raised amidst the Levites, chosen to serve in the tabernacle, instructed in the holy things of Yahweh. He was taught to revere the fire on the altar, to handle the sacred with fear and obedience. His father Korah, a cousin to Moses and Aaron, was a man of stature among the Levites. He was respected, articulate, and confident. But pride festered quietly within him. Assir watched his father grow more resentful with each passing season. Though Moses led with humility and Aaron served as high priest, Korah burned with the question that poisoned his peace: why them, and not me? And so, Assir found himself in the house of rebellion. When Korah rose up against Moses, rallying 250 leaders of the assembly, Assir was there. He heard the cries, the chants, the challenge to God's chosen. "You have gone too far, Moses. The whole community is holy, every one of them, and the Lord is with them. Why then do you set yourselves above the Lord's assembly?" It was a moment of defiance that echoed through the camp, a moment when lines were drawn, and the ground trembled. Assir stood with his father, but Scripture does not say if he raised his voice in rebellion or lowered his head in dread. The sons of Korah were not swallowed by the earth. When the ground opened and consumed Korah and the others in fire and judgment, Assir lived. He was spared. Why? Some say it was because Assir and his brothers had repented. Others say they never fully joined in the rebellion, standing instead in the painful tension of honor and obedience. Regardless, when the dust settled and the smoke faded, Assir remained. He bore the name of a fallen father but did not carry the same fate. Instead, from his line came a legacy that would sing in the Psalms, for the sons of Korah became poets, psalmists, and worshippers in the house of the Lord. Assir became the seed of restoration. Though Korah's rebellion was remembered as a warning, Assir's lineage was remembered as a melody. His descendants wrote the words, "As the deer pants for the water, so my soul longs for you, O God." They penned, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." Assir's life teaches that legacy can be redeemed. That even in the aftermath of disgrace, God can raise a remnant. That sons are not condemned by the sins of their fathers, but may become vessels of grace. He walked among the Levites, served at the edge of fire and forgiveness, and watched the glory of the Lord descend upon the tabernacle. Though born in the tent of rebellion, Assir lived in the shadow of mercy. And from his house rose songs that reached the very heart of God.